Another issue that has, been in the news is this clamor over CAA, the implementation of CAA, and um, America suddenly seems to be, very concerned. It's expressed a lot of concern. Countries like America, Canada, predictably have expressed their concern over the implementation of CAA. In fact, the American ambassador to India, Eric Garcetti, is reported to have said or expressed his displeasure over the same. Of course, our Minister Jaishankarji gave it back to him in good measure. But why does the question is why does US always jump to speak up on behalf of the so-called minorities? And if persecution of minorities is their top concern, then why is it that they're so silent on mass killings and rapes of Hindus in Islamic countries like Pakistan and to some extent in Bangladesh?
Yes, this is a very big question and issue. But first, I want to let you know that you will be lucky to find a single American who knows what CAA is, unless you are involved with the State Department or some specialist in these areas or a few certain publications. So that is certainly the case. And there's a history. The United States and Great Britain, to a great extent, gave birth to, supported, and armed Pakistan, and have been doing so to the present day. Secondly, Hindus in Pakistan are a totally marginalized community, oppressed, the girls taken away and forcefully married to old Islamic men. We've been involved with this issue for a long time, and America ignores that. And also the Europeans, some of the people on the left there, and always talk about how Muslims are being oppressed in India. And the fact is, they're a growing and flourishing community in India. And I want to raise this related issue. They're worried about Muslim refugees being excluded from coming to India, or at least restricted, and Hindus given, and other minority religions given special treatment. Well, we should ask the question, there are Muslim majority countries all around the region. Why would Muslim refugees need to go or want to go to India? We do not have Hindu refugees trying to go to Pakistan or Afghanistan and all of that. So I would say it's done to placate the Muslim influence and the Muslim countries, and there's a fair amount of them politically, say, at the UN, and also to show that America is not anti-Muslim, even though America has overthrown several Islamic countries and assassinated quite a number of Islamic leaders, terrorists, and so on. I'm not saying that's good or bad, that's not a comment, but the point is that America is always looking at its own diplomatic interest, and India is not a threat. And then there's this long-term issue that's been going on in which the former colonial powers and rulers want to maintain some ethical and political power over their former colonies. So instead of making amends for the tremendous damage they did in the colonial era, speaking mainly of Britain, but US was involved, instead of doing that, they're pontificating over countries like India as to why you're not democratic enough, and particularly democratic enough in our view, as if we own democracy, and
Exactly.
Indian people couldn't vote unless, and couldn't have an election approved unless they had American approval for the candidates and the voting process.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.